Thank you for tuning in to The Voice of Adventure. Today we will be exploring Quest for the Fountain of Youth, where we will follow King Barris in his journey to find the Fountain of Youth. Your Royal Highness, ruler of the grand nation of Gyar, conqueror of the rebellious legions, clothed in the finest fabrics the world has seen, master of the...
Enough, Vodnik. Although I would love for you to continue, my time is short today. What have you come to say?
I have found it, my king, that which we have searched for many years.
Then it's true. It does exist?
I am glad my king is excited for this discovery. But remember, we must not let anyone know about it.
Of course. Come, Advisor Vodnik, we must discuss these matters privately.
But my king, you have other matters to attend to, do you not?
Yes, but it'll all be meaningless when we find it. Come to my private study, and we will continue this discussion. So, what have you found?
As you know, you have the greatest library the world has ever seen. Many get lost in the magnitude of the bookshelves.
Vodnik, I appreciate the praise, but I came here to listen to what you have found, not hear of my greatness.
Apologies, my king. As I was saying, I searched the library and read through thousands of old scrolls, looking for any hint of it. Then I finally found it. This scroll here not only contains details about the Fountain of Youth, but also has a map directing us right to it.
Can it be? Have you confirmed the legitimacy of the scroll?
Of course, my king. I would not bring it to you without having confirmed it. If we are ever to find the Fountain of Youth, this scroll will lead us there.
Then we must make preparations.
I will call the royal guards to escort us.
No, if we do that, the whole court will know something is happening, and I don't want to share internal youth with anyone else.
Then what do you propose, your highness?
We need a small group of people to protect us throughout the journey. People who don't know who we are. People who will do what we say, no questions asked.
And who could we find that wouldn't ask any questions?
I have heard that there are many groups of mercenaries who frequent a pub called the Lonely Stone. Go there and hire a group of them, but don't tell them any details about the quest. Instead, tell them to get supplies for a long journey, and give them 50 gold pieces. Promise them 10 times that when the job is complete.
When shall I tell them we will leave, my king?
We will leave 5 days from now. You told them to meet us here, did you not?
Yes, your highness. I told them to meet us at the west gate at sunrise.
Then where are they?
We need to leave before anyone starts asking questions. I'm sure they'll be here any second.
Sorry we're late. My horse woke up like me after a night of drinking.
You must be our patron.
I am Arwol, the leader of this group. This is Hud, Jaka, Dabu, and Vagis. Now, are we ready to get on our way? Good to meet you all. And yes, let's start this journey.
All right, everyone hop in and get comfortable. So why are you paying us so much for simply protecting you?
Vagis, we don't need the details.
I know, but it's so much more than anyone else pays. I was just curious.
Like Hud said, you don't need the details. All you need to know is that I need your protection. This journey is very important to me, which is why I am willing to pay. But please, let's keep the personal questions to a minimum.
Vodnik, where are we headed? We will continue west past the mountains.
I know. You've told me that. But where are we heading to in the west? What's our end destination? It would help to know since I'm driving the cart.
I'm sorry, but that has to be kept a secret. I'll let you know when we need to make any adjustments.
All right. Just make sure to pay attention so we don't miss it.
Hey, why did we stop?
Looks like we'll have to work for our money today.
Hand over all your valuables or taste our blades. Oh, but I was about to win this game. Can't we just wait 5 minutes?
You heard, Arwol. Let's do our job. Yay! Time to bash some heads. These vermin are a curse on the land.
I guess we were choosing the blade option. You'll regret that choice. Men, kill them all! These bandits are nothing. We don't even need your magic, Hud. That may be true, but it will put the fear of God in them.
Vodnik, how did you hire these people? They're just playing with these bandits.
They were at the bar you told me about. I just went to the barkeep and asked if he knew a group that would be willing to take a long job, and he pointed at this group.
They are amazing, and they aren't even showing off their true power. August is literally running circles around the bandits.
And that's the last of them. I thought they would have started running as soon as you started using the earth against them.
I thought so too. I tried to be a bit flashy to scare them off, but it didn't work.
Next time, you should summon a huge fireball, like the size of a house. That would scare them away.
Yes, that would, but that would take a long time to cast. And if they just ran, what would I do with all that fire? You can't just shrug off the after effects of using magic. You have to think it through.
Very well done. But I think it'd be wise for us to get back on the road. We have a long way to go. We should stop here for the night. It's still light out. We should push a little further. We are still a long way from our destination.
What even is our destination?
We've been traveling for months. We've crossed raging rivers, snowy mountains, dense forests, and you still haven't told us our final destinations. Our horses are tired. We are tired. And we still don't know how much longer we are traveling. As I told you from the beginning, the details must be kept a secret. We can't let anyone know what we are doing or where we are going. It could ruin everything if word got out. You've mentioned many times, but we can't keep going without an end in sight. Come on, guys. We need to set up camp for the night.
Vodnik, maybe we should tell them a few details.
Do you think that wise, Your Highness? We don't know if we can trust them. They may tell everyone, or worse, they may kill us so they can claim the fountain for themselves.
Maybe we don't need to share about the fountain yet. If I reveal myself as king, they should be more accepting of the secrecy.
I would advise against that. You've seen their strength. If they desired, they could kill you in your sleep with ease.
Yes, they could, but we've traveled a long way with them. If I've learned anything about this group, it's that they are trustworthy. I will share my identity with them, but don't worry, I won't reveal anything about our destination. Tents are set.
Jacques and I found plenty of firewood.
We even have extra for the next camp.
Perfect. Dub and I caught a few rabbits for the stew tonight. Ooh, we are eating well tonight.
While everyone is here, I have something I need to share. I kept this hidden from you this whole time, but I believe you are trustworthy, and I think it's time for you to know. I am not simply a wealthy businessman like I had told you before. I am your king, King Barris.
What? The king himself hired us?
That explains your exquisite manners.
I knew there was a reason you could fork over that much money. How can you all be so disrespectful? Bow before your king.
How would you like us to treat you, Your Highness? We have traveled together a long time. Please continue treating me simply as your employer like you have been.
May I ask, why did you choose to deceive us? And why hire us to protect you when you have a whole army?
The place we are going is a great secret. If the nobles found out about it, there would be great distress. They would turn on each other and myself, and it would lead to a bloody internal conflict. And if I brought my army, they would know something was happening. So I instructed my advisor, Vodnik, to find a capable group of mercenaries to protect us on the way. I know this journey has been very long, but the destination will be worth the wait.
If this destination could cause that much conflict with the nobles, is it really worth going to? When we get back, they will all know something happened, and it could still lead to the bloodshed you talked about.
That may be, but what we will find will be worth the risk.
I have a lot more questions, but I won't press right now. Everyone grab a bowl. We will need our strength to find this mystery location. I'm glad for the change in scenery, but These woods feel creepy. Are they haunted or something?
They are known as the Dark Woods. It is said that they were cursed by the goddess of harvest for not producing fruit. Now they are unable to even produce any seeds. They cannot reproduce, they cannot grow, they cannot die. They are forced to live forever with their sin. I've never heard about this curse. I only knew that this forest was slightly magical. Where did you learn about this curse? My clan lives in forests and worships the goddess of harvest. This story has been passed down for hundreds of generations. Could the curse affect us? No, it's not an active curse. It was placed long ago and only affected the plant life.
Could anything live here?
Would you want to live in a place that produces no food? The only thing that could survive are wandering monsters who prey on anything that steps into the forests.
I think that might be one of those monsters. Everyone get ready. This is not going to be an easy fight. What is that thing?
It is a giant werebunny. Don't let their fluffy fur deceive you. They are vicious. They have strong legs and can move extremely quickly, and their bites can tear an arm clean off.
Hud, we will need some speed enhancements for this one.
Already on it. They rarely hunt alone. They travel as a pack of at least 5 or 6.
You had to say something, Dabu. Now we have to fight 8 of them.
They would have come out anyway. It doesn't matter that I talked about them fighting in packs.
Focus, everyone. We need to fight in pairs to whittle down their numbers. Jaka and Dabu fight together. Vagis, you're with me. And Hud, back us up.
Orwell is amazing. He commands this group with great wisdom and authority.
Just like you two, King Barris.
No, he knows his party's strengths and uses them to his advantage. I just assign a random person to a task and let them figure it out.
How is that much different?
Look at the pairings he made. Jaka is slow, but is very strong. He may not be able to land a hit, but he can take one and distract the werebunnies. This gives Dabu opportunities to kill them with his arrows, without worrying about being attacked. And Arwol is doing a similar thing with Vagis. Arwol is up in their face distracting them while Vagis gets them from behind. And Hud is here watching it all and supporting both sides as needed.
My king, do I need to remind you they are hired to protect us? Our goal at the end of the journey is more important than them. We only need them to get us there. Once we have the power of the fountain, nothing can stop us.
I know that, Vodnik. But what if we were to share the power with them? A few more people would not change anything in terms of the fountain's power.
I strongly advise against it. Sharing the power with them will only have them turn on us. And even with the power of the fountain, it would be 5 versus 2. And they are highly trained. It would be a horrible idea. We must keep it between us.
You really have no faith in these people. Has traveling with them the past 4 months showed you nothing?
I have seen how quickly people change when money or power is involved. They will be no different than the others if we share the fountain with them.
We still have a little ways to go. You will learn what they are really like by then, and then you will see how trustworthy they are.
Are you sure it's safe to camp in this forest?
We don't have much of an option. It's already dark and will take at least another day to pass through the forest. If we tried traveling now, we'd probably get lost on the way, so it's best we wait until morning.
But what if more monsters attack us? We have no real defense against them.
We'll have someone on watch all night, and I've set up a barrier around us that will alert me if a hostile monster comes for us.
Vodnik, we have camped out like this many times. Protecting ourselves from monsters is nothing new. So rest easy. We have a lot of experience in this.
Yes, Vodnik, they have the experience and can be trusted. Let's eat and prepare for another day of travel.
But my lord, I still don't think we can fully trust them.
Nonsense. I trust these people with my life. And to show you how much I trust them, I will tell them the truth about our destination.
No, You can't do that.
Yes, I can. I'm the king.
If you tell them we will die in this forest, they will kill us or leave us here to die while they go for the fountain themselves.
You're wrong, Vodnik. You've misjudged these people, and it is time to prove it to you. Guys, I wanted to thank you for protecting us again.
Just doing our job.
I know, but this is more than that. Over our travels, I have hidden the true nature of our journey from you because I didn't trust you. But the more familiar I have become with you, the more I realize that you all deserve the truth. So I want to share with you our destination and why we are going there.
Not that I don't want to know, but you don't have to share it.
You have more than earned this, and I want to prove to Vodnik that you are trustworthy people. Have you heard of the tale about the Fountain of Youth?
Of course, everyone knows the legend.
What if I told you the legends are true? Vodnik has been researching legends like these for me for years. I thought all of them were just legends, but I wanted to know how much truth was in them. One day he brought me a text by a king who lived hundreds of years ago. The king talked about a group of people who guarded a sacred fountain and would force all outsiders away. The king was greedy and wanted everything, so he relentlessly pursued these people, doing everything in his power to get this fountain. Over the decades, he noticed the people never grew older. They still looked the same as when he first tried to reach the fountain. He reasoned that the fountain had powers to keep the people young. In a desperate attempt to claim the power, he took his army and invaded.
What happened next?
That is where his story ends. There is no record of what happened to him or his army. They completely vanished. But a few decades later, the king's son wrote about the same place, confirming it was real. There is no record of him trying to conquer it like his father, but instead just detailed instructions on how to find it. We had a scout confirm the place's existence as well, but found out the place was in ruins, with no one living there. The fountain should be unguarded, so no one can stop us from taking it ourselves.
So, you want to become the king who can't die?
Yes, no one will be able to stand up to me, and my kingdom will continue for millennia.
One question. If the people had this fountain, then why was it in ruins?
I'm not sure. That is something I hope to find out by going there. If there is some weakness of the magic power of the fountain, I need to know.
Another question. Why would you want to live forever? I feel like life would be slightly meaningless if I knew it would never end.
I don't have an answer. I just want my kingdom to last forever. And what better way than ruling it myself?
I'm with Dabu on this. Living forever feels more like a curse than a blessing. We can continue this conversation in the morning. Let's all get some rest. Hey, I think we're here.
When you said this place was in ruins, you weren't lying. This is worse than I imagined. It looks like no one's lived here for hundreds of years.
Do you think that king did this with his army? Maybe, but if the people had the fountain, it should have been one-sided.
There's no point in speculating. We will just have to go and find out.
We should be careful as we move. We know nothing of this place or what was put in place to deter people. We travel slowly, watching out for anything out of the ordinary.
This is like a maze. Where's the signpost when you need it?
You think they would advertise where the fountain is?
No, but it would be helpful.
Hold up. What is it? There's something magical in that stone. Can't you do something?
I think it's ancient magic. I was never taught this type of ancient magic, and I might set it off if I tried to disarm it.
Do you have a guess as to what it could be?
No. I've never seen this kind of magic symbol. It would be best to avoid it. We should be able to walk around it if we are very careful. Everyone follow my lead. Step lightly and slowly with your back to the wall.
I can't believe a magic user can't disable a simple magic trap.
This is not the time, Vodnik. As Hud said, is ancient magic. Not even the high mage would be able to decipher ancient magic.
My king, they could be trying to trick us. Makes us believe something is there so they can kill us when our guard is down.
These people are worthy of our trust. You must stop doubting them.
I can't, my king. I know they are plotting to kill us so they can take the fountain for themselves.
You heard them the other night. They have no interest in living forever. Why would they kill us? They would gain nothing in the process.
I have warned you. When they turn on you, don't come running to me for help.
We should be far enough away. Let's continue slowly.
We've been walking for hours. How are we not at the fountain yet?
I think Jocko was right. This is a maze. What better way to force outsiders away than making a maze around your city? Okay, but how do we make it through the maze? The people who lived here either memorized the way or had a secret passage, something that most people would overlook or be scared of.
The magic symbol. No one would ever know what it was except for those that lived here, and anyone coming in would be wary of unknown magic.
Maybe. That could also be a trap. We don't know.
I say we try it. If he's wandering around for hours. Vodnik, what do you think? You have studied this place more than the rest of us. Do you think that could be used for an entrance? There is potential, but could easily be a trap. I would say we play it safe and find the path through the maze.
I disagree. I think we should carefully try the magic symbol. We don't even know if the maze has a way out. Maybe they designed it so that invaders would get lost in the maze and could never reach the fountain. I guess it's settled then. We'll try the symbol. All we have to do is find our way back. Okay, we are back at the magic symbol. Now what? We hope that setting this off will take us past the maze.
So we're just going based on hope? My king, this is a horrible plan. Nothing good can come from playing with forces we know nothing about.
This is our only option. We've already wandered around the maze for countless hours. This is our best shot at getting into the city and finding the fountain. Agreed. Now, how do we set it off? Looking at the symbol again, it appears to be pressure activated. But to be sure,
Vagis, hand me that stone.
Here? How will this help? It could be a trap for all we know. So to be careful, I will toss this rock onto the symbol and see what happens. With its weight, it should set off the trap, if there is one. Alright everyone, back against the wall. Keep your eyes open as we don't know what will happen. Here it goes. Oh, nothing happened. What does that mean? Either a rock can't set it off, or it only reacts to magic, or it's just been a residual symbol and has already been used. Let me try one more thing.
What are you going to do now?
He's putting magic in a different stone to see if the symbol would react to magic.
It disappeared.
How did that happen? It looks like it was transported. I think we were right. This is the way into the ruins.
Are we sure that is what happened? It didn't just destroy the stone, did it?
There would be some residual energy or matter if it destroyed the object. And notice, the first stone I threw is still there, on the symbol. So it only reacts to magic.
Well, if that's true, how are you going to get us through? Not all of us can use magic.
Easy. We will link up and I will imbue everyone with a little bit of my magic. Then we touch the symbol and we will be inside.
That's if this magic works like you think it would. You said you don't even know this ancient magic. How can you be sure we won't just die?
We can't be 100% sure, but do you have a better idea? I am open to hearing other options or solutions. But the way I see it, we either use my method or we leave and come back with someone who is proficient in ancient magic. But that would mean the kingdom would end up hearing about this place, and many would try to enter before we could get back. This is the only chance we have to get into the city. We should take it. Vodnik, let's trust him. Even though this magic is different, he has been studying magic for years. We can trust his judgment. Thank you, King Barris. Now everyone link up. I'm going to pass my magic through everyone. When I say now, I will step on the symbol. Got it. Everyone get ready to be transported. All right. Let your magic flow to those around you. Let your magic coat those touching in a protective layer. Arwol. Now! Hey, you're awake. Are you feeling all right? My head hurts like crazy, but I'll be okay. What happened? Apparently, this place has a magical barrier around it, and you need enough magic to protect yourself during the transportation. We all had a small barrier, but it wasn't enough. As we were transported, Hud expended most of his magic to protect us, but he couldn't completely protect us. Thankfully, we only suffered minor injuries, but Hud still hasn't woken up yet. Will he be okay? Yeah, he just expended too much magic. It has happened a few times before. Give him a few hours and he'll wake up. What of the fountain? Were you able to locate it? We were. It will be easier just to show you. Where did you hide it? You can't keep it for yourselves? Vodnik, what's going on? My king, thank the gods you are awake. These people have taken it from us, just like I predicted. They are hiding our prize with no plan to give it to us. As we've been saying, we didn't take anything. We don't even want the prize. Yes, we have no interest in the fountain. Everything is as it was when we woke up. Liar! You just don't want to give it to us. Vodnik, you say they're keeping the prize from us. You mean the fountain, correct? Yes, my king. When I woke, everyone but you and Hud were up moving around. They had already explored the ruins and found the Fountain of Youth. But when they showed me, it was dry. There was no water. They said it was like that when they woke up. But we can't believe them. They definitely took it. If they don't want it for themselves, then they will sell it for money. Show me the fountain. Your Highness, nothing is there. We need to deal with the traitors in front of us. Show me the fountain. This way. Who was the first to wake? I was the first to wake. When I saw everyone was okay and just asleep, I walked around the ruins. That's when I found the fountain. And it was bone dry. No water has been in it for a long time. Could this be the wrong fountain? I searched all throughout the ruins, and this is the only fountain. Unless it was taken or completely destroyed, this has to be it. See, there's nothing in there. They must have taken it while we were asleep and stashed it somewhere. Vodnik, shut up. What, my king? I said shut up! How can this be? Were the legends false? Was our whole journey for nothing? What happened to the magical water? Wait, what is carved into the floor of the fountain? We are not sure. They look like names, but we don't know who they are. We guess they are the people who found the fountain in the past. There's also this inscription. It says, "Eternal life is given to those whose life is to be remembered." What does it even have to do with the Fountain of Youth? Could it be some sort of riddle? I believe so. I think it is using eternal life to refer to stories or memories. There is no way to actually live forever. It's just unnatural. But our stories and memories can outlast kingdoms. When someone does something extraordinary, we record it. We tell everyone about it. Songs are made, poems are written, and tales are spun based on what happened. And this is how someone can live forever. Ridiculous! What nonsense is this? Your Royal Highness, are you actually going to believe such an obvious ploy?
They're distracting you from...
Vodnik, if one more word comes out of your mouth. So, there's actually no reward here. We came all this way just to find that eternal life is a story of our lives. Your Highness, I think you're looking at this incorrectly.
Hud, you're awake. Are you okay?
Yes, very worn out, but I'll be fine with more rest. What do you mean by I'm looking at it incorrectly? You came in search of magic water that would let you live forever, but what you found was a dried up fountain. Many people would have seen it the same way you did, that this was a pointless journey. But there is more to the fountain than that. The fountain is showing you that no outside force can make you live forever, but you have that ability inside of you. You can live your life in a way to be remembered. You can do things that shape people's memories and stories of you. You can create your own eternal life. I can create my own eternal life? Yes. How you live your life will dictate the stories that are made of you, especially with you being the king. Your actions shape not only your own story, but also the story of the kingdom, how you interact with the kingdoms around you, how you treat your people, how you lead this kingdom. All these things will shape your story for generations. Maybe you're right. We have stories that have been passed down for generations. They have outlasted kings and families and land. Maybe I could be one of those stories.
My king, you can't be serious. How can you be okay with sacrificing our goal for some half-baked reason? We came here for the water from the fountain, and they took it. There's no room for a philosophical debate.
Why are you still blaming them when they have done nothing but protect and help us?
Vodnik, if you're going to believe this random group of mercenaries over your own advisor, then maybe I don't need to be your advisor anymore.
Vodnik, wait. Let him go. Are you sure? He has made his decision. So, what do we do now? I think it's time to live a life people will want to remember.
Thank you for listening to The Voice of Adventure. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to follow wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also keep up with the stories and behind-the-scenes content on Instagram at Josiah the Author. Join me as we continue these adventures. See you in the next story.